Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Seymour with the Optimal Response Initiative, and we are continuing to talk about the health benefits of music for thriving. Music influences our mind and body, our brain, our entire physiology, our emotions, and our behaviors. Music causes our breathing to have more variation in a balanced way, and we don't even have to think about it. If our breathing is stuck in a more fast-paced breathing, short, shallow, kind of in the lungs, more fast-paced pattern, then it can be really, really, really hard to get our breathing to be slower later, to be able to wind down and prepare the lungs and the mind and the body for slower paced breathing, for relaxation and sleep. Our thinking and breathing patterns map to one another. So if I'm having thoughts, I need to do more, nothing is ever enough, I'm never going to get this, my sleep is never going to improve, I'm darned if I do and darned if I don't, that thinking is high perceived stress thinking, and it's going to bring the breathing to be at a high state within the lungs, kind of short, shallow breathing patterns because it matches. How we think is how we breathe. How we breathe is how we're thinking. And so we want those two to match. Music can influence our breathing patterns because listening to music is like entering unknown thriving territory. We might hold our breath for a second in anticipation or exhale longer than we would normally because the music brings a sense of relief, maybe even a release of holding on to the things we can't control. And so if we are trying to recalibrate our breathing and our thinking, music can help us. By default, music influences our physiology. It creates variation in breathing. And when we're listening to a song that has lyrics, words that we are borrowing essentially, and let's say they're inspiring, hopeful words, that's going to help our breathing because it is a optimal message that we're listening to. It's going to help optimize our breathing. If we're listening to music that is really, really sad and depressing, and we're listening to it for 15, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we need to recalibrate that down because yes, we need to be sad about things we're sad about, but we don't want to camp out on the sadness with the sad music. We need variation. We need different intensities of messages and of music. So yes, access the sadness. I'm all about accessing emotions for healing, and sadness helps us get relief from the sadness, to be able to move into different states and have different emotions. But after we've listened to slower paced, sad, maybe sad music, because we can listen to slow paced music for relaxation and just kind of peace. It doesn't have to be sad related. But if we're listening to sad songs, then after 30 minutes or an hour, no more than an hour, I would say, in one sitting, we need to recalibrate that for, okay, how do I want to reshift and refocus for upbeat motivation, inspiration? And what are my goals? What am I moving towards? How am I thinking? I want to find songs that are going to help me move in the direction of optimal and have the full experience, not just all sad, not just all I got to be upbeat all the time, but allowing music to help us with the thinking and the breathing and what we're doing for thriving sake. Okay, so I hope that was fun for you. It's fun for me to think about how all of this is connected. All areas of health are connected: physical, cognitive, emotional, spiritual, social, creative. And I added a creative music health tank as well, because music is a powerful thing, which is why I'm doing these little slides and talks about the power of music. All areas of health are connected. Our breathing influences our thinking, and our thinking influences our breathing. And all of this is intricately connected. And what I think is cool is that when we listen to music, it reminds the mind and the body that everything is connected. Because I dare you to listen to your favorite song, upbeat favorite song, and not dance and move and not be a little bit more motivated than you were before you listened to it. I know you will be, and I want to hear about it. So stay alert, stay alive, and thrive. The training, the music, the dancing, and the moving does continue.